It's stop number 4 of the 2024 SLS Championship Tour from Las Vegas, as the world's best pro skateboarders travel the globe and try to punch their tickets to the Super Crown Finals later this year. Welcome. We are inside the Apex tonight. Events featuring replicas of skating's most famous spots here from Las Vegas. This is the second of 3, and tonight it's the downtown Los Angeles Library Gap, one of those famous Los Angeles spots that everybody's been to. The interesting thing about it is there's not that many amazing tricks that have gone down it, to be honest. It's a really hard spot to skate. Sean, you've been there.
I've been there, yeah. I've never skated it, but it is tough to skate, and I think, you know, the bus factor has gotten more lately, so I think it's not a lot of people skate it anymore. Right,
and I mean, I think that the reason you didn't skate it is because it's a little sketchy, right? Big drop.
I can't remember, but there's something I was like, didn't line up with me.
Yep, but some of the footage goes all the way back to Mark Gonzalez back in at least, I think it was 1999 in a real video. He ollied it, unlocked the library gap, and then since then, so many great tricks have been down it. One of the people we've talked about is here in tonight's men's final. Chris Joslin famously heel flipped the double set, which is super long.
Very, very long, very hard to skate. Not a lot of people skate at the double set, so for him to heel flip it is crazy.
Now let's talk about your pick for tonight. You like anyone here?
I mean, Chris Joslin is that guy. You can see his determination. But I'm really excited to see Louie Lopez. I think his creativity, his consistency, you know, we haven't seen him skate a lot of contests lately, but he does skate them well when he does. So it's good to see him back here. And yeah, I think this format for him as well, 7 tries, 3 count, I think that's good for him.
I agree. I'm going with Nyjah Huston.
All right.
We had him in the booth earlier. He's fired up. Last Apex, he couldn't skate it because he had the run-in with the cactus. And so he's healthy, he's back, he's always ready to rip. And this is a spot, we saw him in practice, he was just playing around with it and smashing it.
Yeah, this is such a small course for him.
Now it's time to check in with the 3rd member of our team, Andrew Cannon.
Guys, you're talking about the picks. We got to talk Yuto Horigome, all right? He won the last one. He's the returning champ, and he is always like so sneaky. Watching him practice, he's barely throwing things out. He doesn't show anything that's up his sleeve. And I think that him talking to you, Malto, and saying that he thinks there's going to be 15 nines, I think we have a really good little, you know, recipe for a return Yuto win here today. The practice has been amazing. I'm also really excited to see Antonio. The tricks that he's doing are super cool. His style is amazing, and he's popping everything super high. So I think what we're about to see is going to be an amazing Apex stop. What do you guys think?
Totally agree.
I'm excited for it.
Here are the basics for the Apex best trick format. Each skater gets 7 single trick attempts. The top 3 scores count towards their final score. Ties are broken by a highest single trick score. It's pretty simple here. It's all about putting down 3 big scores, and they probably have to be 9s.
Absolutely, and I think that tie is a big one right there, because last contest that the tricks were all close in scoring.
Now it's time to meet the skaters in tonight's final. Dashawn Jordan from Chandler, Arizona, having a blast, ready to smash.
And then we have the legend, Louie Lopez from Hawthorne. Such a sick skater. I cannot wait to see what he does.
And another guy everybody's talking about, happy to see here, skating in his first official SLS stop, Antonio Durao.
And then this guy, Nyjah Huston, he's won everything, everything. The only thing he hasn't won yet is an Apex stop. This is his first ever Apex, so let's see if he can get it done.
And coming out of Hawaiian Guard. And one of the skaters that's actually put down an incredible trick or two at the original library gap, Chris Joslin.
And then getting Joslin's back. Gonna be Daiki Ikeda, 17 years old from Japan.
And the trickster, Lucas Rabelo. He has a lot of really hard tricks. This could be a win here from Vegas for Lucas.
And then the defending Apex champion, has a good track record at Vegas contest, Yuto Horigome.
Dashawn will be the first to go, and we were able to catch up with him about being here at his first Apex in this SLS Pro perspective.
When I watched the first Apex, it was super dope. Like, you know, the new format, it was like a private contest, so it was dope. And like the layout and, you know, the whole replica of the spot, like, was well done. So I think it's sick. The out ledges are gonna be dope. You know what I mean? A lot of dope stuff going down on those. And also like the gap Durao would be sick. You know, just to see what tricks people do, you know, and obviously like being innovative with the spot that's already a staple in LA. I think the additions to it is gonna make it, you know, super interesting and people are gonna get creative. It makes it super fun, you know, it's not too much pressure with the normal Street League format, and it kind of switches it up. It keeps the energy, you know, fresh and new, and, you know, new tricks, you know, new people in the mix. So it's good, you know, in general for the environment. Yeah, Vegas, you know, gonna be out there with the homies. So I'm looking for, you know, good times and good vibes with the homies. It's in and out. So, you know what I mean? I'm super stoked on, you know, being able to be in that environment with all the homies again. And I missed the other one, so I'm stoked that I was able to, you know, to make this next Vegas Apex, and the spot and that they chose is dope too. So I feel like I have a good time skating that spot as well.
Back inside the Apex, ready to kick off the men's final. 8 skaters. Each skater gets 7 attempts. Top 3 scores count. Dashawn Jordan having a blast. He'll be first in.
I love it though, go straight for it.
Yeah. And no one can laser better than Dashawn, period. Who can even give him a run for his money with a laser?
I don't know. He's the best at it.
Louie in, attempt 1. Oh. He made that look easy.
He made that look easy. 180 switch crook on the out ledge. A lot can go wrong here too. If you get up on top of that, it's game over. But Louie, precision is unmatched. He did it clean. I'm a little worried about this score, but he did it good.
What do you mean? That is
it gonna be enough? 8.4. Actually, it's a good score. That's a great score.
Antonio. Attempt number 1, first ever SLS. All right.
For him to even get the board back under his body, right there was crazy.
Nyjah Huston, attempt number 1. Where does he go? What was that?
That was interesting. Went for the nollie heel crook on the rail. We did see him waxing the takeoff. Remember that? He was waxing where you popped, which made me think that concrete was maybe a little sticky for nollie and fakie tricks.
Oh, trademark Joslin, backside big flip.
Big flip the set, perfect landing. He turned around, but do you think they dock him for that?
Maybe like a 1/10 of a point, but it shouldn't be anything too substantial.
No, because look, landed solid. Just a little kick turn.
I say a 1/10 of a point. I don't know, though. Maybe they take a point. Maybe they take off two or 3 points. We'll see.
I think they should add a point for that.
And he made it look cool, too.
Yeah.
8.3.
8.3.
That's a solid score. In second. Daiki in next. This kid has every trick in the world.
17 years old and on course.
Clean.
Clean.
We saw that coming. That's just a smart start for Daiki, but not taking the 9 approach that you would recommend.
See, I think it's a cool trick. Obviously, I love a good hard flip, you know, as you can see in the Monster Energy replay. But I just don't know if it's enough. I guess we'll see at the end.
It definitely doesn't hurt to land tricks when other people are falling, but in the end, it could prove to be not the smartest thing.
6-8. I just think it's a waste of an attempt. I'm glad I got to see the hard flip. I'm a fan of his skating. Not to say what he did was wrong. I'm just saying to actually win the contest, 6-8 isn't going to do it.
Lucas Rabelo fighting the landing on that one, but staying on his board.
Yeah, going alley-oop style, spinning away from the rail. Barely getting in, little twinkle toes, but I think that's clean enough.
Yeah. That is a trick that very few people mess with.
One of my favorite tricks right there. Crazy difficult. Alley-oop backflip. So we saw the replay. Now just awaiting score.
Judges are squabbling over this one for sure. Where does that land?
I need these 9. I need this 9 club over to hit right now. Although my track record, my betting strategy in Vegas isn't going so hot.
I heard. 8.0 for Lucas.
That'll bring up the winner.
He's thinking about what's next. Yuto. It's always fun to see what Yuto comes out with. Tray flip what?
Tray flip 50? Maybe? Yeah, we had some weird bails early that we're not used to seeing. Nyjah and Yuto right out the gate.
Dashawn, second attempt. Oh, he's not going to bail it 2 times.
No.
I mean, he was definitely in the back seat, but he made it.
He made it. I think he made it look cool, too. I mean, I know he touched the hand a little bit, but yeah, I think that was pretty good. Perfect laser flip. Going off the course.
8.5, so I thought they might dock him a little more for shooting off the side of the course, touching the hand.
He touched his hand a little bit, but he also, I mean, yeah, but a laser flip down the double set, pretty definitely heavy.
Louie. Oh, yeah. See, it's what you're talking about. Louie's just great.
He's great. He skates things a lot differently. He's creative. Frontside flip straight over the rail. That back foot getting a little squirrely.
He just stomped it a little too hard. So coming off an 8.4, follows it up with a 7.1. We move on to Antonio Durao.
But as the skaters start to get 3 scores on the board, they'll start to run around a bit. Antonio now on course.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Switch.
Switch tray. Perfect.
He is incredible. He's one of those guys, he looks like he's skating switch when he's skating switch, and then he looks like he's skating switch when he's skating regular, too. And he does it both. Freaks me out.
So sick to see him out here.
8.8.
There you go.
Not a 9.
Not a 9.
Nyjah.
Huston now.
All right, does he go back for this nollie heel? Yes, he does. Sticks it. Perfect.
Look kid is shocked.
What does that score?
I think that scores really well. I don't know if we're cracking into the 9s, but it's definitely a high 8. And the way he did it, you know, the nollie heel crook, it just like gently got in, grinded it. It was perfect.
It's true. He is precise.
8.6. Judges are being stingy.
Stingy. I mean, to be fair, it's not the hardest trick in the world to do, but the way he did it, I think 8.3. Or what did he get? 8.6. I think that's a good score.
Joslin, nollie back heel all day. This is a great spot for Chris Joslin, hands down. I mean, this is what he does.
Yeah, give him a gap with some runway. Guys landing tricks.
You heard Tim O'Connor just ask him what his grip was about. He says, shout out to Grandma.
Shout out to Grandma.
He's a family man. Great dude.
One of the best gap skaters of all time right there.
8.2. Joslin, the leader.
16.5 overall score for Chris Joslin so far.
Louie Lopez in second. These are the only 2 skaters with 2 scores so far.
Louie and Antonio, second, third. On the podium so far early in this contest.
That's right. Here comes Daiki. Whoa, fakie. Fakie frontside flip. Talk about the run-up.
Yeah, in practice, he looked to be struggling the most with getting speed. I just think the power of the throwdown is a little harder for him right now. But he handled that well. Got squarely, was able to wiggle into the right position for the frontside half cab flip.
So after a 6-8 on the hard flip, follows it up with the 8 even, fakie frontside flip. Daiki's in third. Bumps Antonio off the podium for now. Lucas Rabelo coming back. Oh, was he trying the same thing Louie did?
I think so. You know, as far as like Lucas and basically anyone that can do that trick, you kind of know in the back of your head what it scores. Might come in handy later in the contest.
Yuto coming back, 360 flip, 50-50, textbook.
Textbook. And it's classic Yuto. It's kind of what Andrew was talking about. That first attempt did not look good, did not look promising at all. And then the second one's just perfect.
Sleep at the wheel. So good right there. Get that natural ability to make the hard stuff look easy.
That one was clean. I think it was clean.
Should be a good score.
Yeah.
8.5, not a 9 though.
So good to get a big one on the board.
Nope, I haven't made the best picks in Vegas.
Download TrueSkate on your mobile device and enter the live event. Complete all missions to unlock the SLS Apex DTLA Library Gap. That's this right here. Download it now on TrueSkate. SLS Apex men's final presented by Kona Big Wave. It's going down right now here from Vegas. Attempt 3 coming up. Dashawn Jordan sitting in 6th place, looking for his second score of 3. Wow.
Wow.
That's impressive. Fakie tray.
It is so hard to do on something that's long with limited runway.
That's as good as it gets.
Fakie tray, popped.
Stomp that one out right there.
This has potential to get into the club.
Slow motion fakie tray, the control on that. I mean, that trick has a tendency to just fling, right? And do a fakie 540 double flip.
Yeah, and it's really scary when you miss your pop. 8.9, I'm coming close.
So close. Great score. Highest score so far. Dashawn Jordan, fakey tray for the 8-9. Louie Lopez back on deck. Made 2 in a row so far. This would be score 3. And not an easy trick off a 5-foot drop.
No.
That's a tall order.
Back to Antonio Durao. Coming off a switch tray.
Antonio.
There we go.
We got it.
Switch frontside flip, ollie north.
Switch frontside flip, 1 foot.
I mean, he's almost landing when he kicks that foot.
Yeah, that was extra late.
That is insane.
Extra
He
late.
kind of kicked it off like the side of the board too, not off the front. I mean, it's a little bit of both, but to tail too, firecracker, the flat.
It's all on purpose.
His skating is unique. That should be a good score.
That should be a great score. We've never seen anything like that, though, so that's going to confuse the judges. You know, do you judge it just like a switch frontside flip?
No.
You add points for the 1 foot, right?
You add up like 2 or 3 points at the end. So you're like, switch frontside flip could be like a 7. Add the 3 points, that's a 10.
That's a 10. It has to be at least a 10.
The judges are having the same conversation.
Yeah.
There we go. 9 club. So they took the 7 for the switch frontside flip, added the 2 for the north, got to the 9.
Okay, that's how you do it. It's 2 full points for the 1 foot.
Right. Late north.
Get that first 9 club. I only need 14 more to go.
That was awesome.
And it just goes to show you the creativity, doing something new, doing something different will get rewarded.
Nyjah Huston in next.
He's still laughing about the Antonio trick.
Coming off a nollie, heel crook, coming back with switch, heel, switch, crook, like
Switch,
that.
heel, switch, crook. Here we go. 2 9s in a row. This has to be a 9.
Yeah, I would agree 100%.
Switch heel, locked, perfect, switch crook.
I mean, he almost needed more rail to kind of finish locking in.
Such a respectable ledge trick, and then to do it on the gap the rail first try.
All right, Sean Malto back in business, back-to-back
Back in
9s.
business.
9.1, highest score of the night. And we talked about this before, Sean. We need to find out how many different tricks Nyjah has got 9s on. Because it's, I mean, hands down, he's had way more. He's had 50, 60, 70 9s. So how many of those were different tricks?
Yeah.
Chris Joslin.
That'd be a cool stat to see.
Dig up. You got to watch a lot of tape to find that one out. Oh, nollie inward heel, back 180, kicks it away. If he makes that one, he could be.
That's another one.
Could be creeping into the club.
That'd be a, you know, that'd put him in the driver's seat for sure.
Daiki just needs a 3.1 to move into the lead. Not getting it. Basically what we're looking at right now, though, is the first skater to get 3 scores on the board is going to be in the lead until everybody else joins them. Lucas Rabelo trying to make his second of 3 tricks. He's got an 8 and a 0. Oh!
Oh my God.
Should we crack open the door to the club?
The door is cracked open. Lucas just kicked it down. Fakey tray, back lip.
Wow.
I know he's good at this trick, and we've seen it before, but it's always mind-blowing to me. I don't know how you get it consistent like that. And even in practice, when he was trying it, it just looks so sketchy.
You can't dance around the edges of that trick. It's like It's, I mean, 9.3, you got to fully commit or don't try.
Yeah.
And if you commit, you better land on your board on the rail or yeah. Okay. There's a lot that could go horribly wrong. 9.3, highest score of the night, Lucas Rabelo. He's in fourth, but it sets him up very nicely for his next few tries.
Yuto Horigome trying to build that momentum.
Oh. I think that the little curl at the end of the rail, we were talking about that earlier, how no slides, tail slides might hit your wheel on the way out. That kind of jams Yuto up a little bit, you know, because he's really good at the Nollie 270 switchback tail, and the Nollie 270 the other way to no slide. It kind of takes that option away.
Tour schedule for 2024. We've been to Paris, France. We were in Las Vegas one time already. We went to San Diego, and now we are back in Las Vegas for the second of 3 Apex stops. After that, we move on to Sydney, Australia in October, and in November, going way out east to Tokyo, Japan. And tickets are on sale now for Tokyo. Go to streetleague.com. Now, let's check out the highlights from the first few stops of the season in the Look Back, presented by Horigome. The men's final is underway here from Las Vegas. Don't go anywhere. Street League Skateboarding has been brought to you by Kona Big Wave, bring the aloha. By Monster Energy, unleash the beast. And by Rumble Sports. Download the Rumble app today, your home for exclusive SLS content. Welcome back to Las Vegas. That is the trophy that everyone is chasing here at the SLS Apex Men's Final, presented by Kona Big Wave. Street League is made up of many parts. We caught up with Jessica Alexander about what she does to help these athletes continue skating at such a high level in this Kona Big Wave spotlight.
I'm a rehab professional, so I'm an athletic trainer and a strength conditioning coach. What I saw was a huge need. I was seeing these incredible people that push the needle forward, these incredible athletes just grinding it out, hitting against concrete, and then they weren't getting any care. So I was seeing high-level professionals tear their ACLs, and it was ruining their careers, which if you actually have proper rehab, that should never be the case. You should be able to come back from that pretty easily. So for me, I just set out to make an impact on them and make sure they were cared for. Skateboarding influences everything. So why aren't they being taken care of in the same way that these other high-level professionals are? Street League has really moved the needle forward also within the recovery space and making sure that there's a professional there that they trust to take care of them. Because when they're on site, not only are they pushing themselves as hard as they can for whatever course has been developed, and that's gnarly. There's also a lot of nerves and tension. Some of them have lingering injuries that they need to be taken care of. It makes it easy for me because I take care of them at home and on the road. So working with Street League has been amazing. Like, they have really, really made sure they've showed up, gotten the right people involved, and take care of their athletes. It's really fun.
There's Jessica watching, standing by in case anybody needs anything. She'll be there.
Just opened up her own gym called Contra Sports Club. Nice. So taking care of us for a very long time. We appreciate her.
You're watching the men's final. These are the basics. Apex best trick format. Each skater gets 7 single trick attempts followed. Well, top 3 scores count towards a skater's final score. Ties are broken by the highest single trick score. So that's important. Right now, Lucas Rabelo sitting on that 9.3. He'd break every tie. Those are the basics. Current leader, Antonio Durao, skating in his first ever SLS event. He's made 2 out of his 3 tricks. He's got an 8.8 and a 9.0. See if he can keep it going and hang on and get a win his first ever stop. That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
Dashawn Jordan in for attempt number 4. Currently, no skater has 3 scores. Everybody's sitting on 2 or 1 in Yuto's case. Louie Lopez.
Louie's gonna change that right here.
The slide on some of these ledges, you talked about it, they're brand new.
Yeah, it's tough, you know, new courses. You just can't get the consistency right. So sometimes the whatever that was, but sometimes the ledges slip out and then they'll just grab the next try. So it's kind of hard to trust it.
Nyjah back on deck in second place. Anything he lands puts him in first.
Anything he lands. And he went cab flip, back lip.
That was amazing. No one can do cab flip back lip.
No one can, especially in that scenario. Full cab flip into the back lip. It even locked into the back Smith. See that on the monster replay.
That's going to be a score.
That is definitely another 9. Here's what I was talking about, though. Gotta average at least close to a 9 if you're going to have a chance. It's because Nyjah, these guys, they have so many tricks.
9.4. Way out in the lead now. More than 10 points over second place. But yeah, you said it. Clicking in back Smith first, still making it. Riding away with a 9.4.
Take whatever you can get at this point.
Absolutely. Especially when it's good for a 9.4.
Yeah.
Chris Joslin, he's got 2 out of 3 so far. Here we go. Ooh. Nollie inward back 180.
I don't know how he does this so consistently.
That is his grandma.
That's grandma.
Cheering him on.
Respect.
He's got the tribute grip tape. It's coming together. Joslin might get his first ever SLS win here from Vegas.
And that's another wild stat for how well he skates in a lot of these things that he hasn't won yet.
There really is.
But nollie inward heel, back 180. Didn't really inward heel that much, but enough for the 9.1.
Chris has placed second 3 times. He's been that close 3 times. Yeah, it got about 80 degrees.
About 80, yeah. He's gotten second how many times, you said?
3 times.
3 times.
So that 9.1 will put Joslin behind.
Daiki Ikeda coming in next.
Daiki Ikeda.
Needs to get his third score and then needs to get rid of that 6.8 hard flip score from earlier. But first, big flip, gone wrong. It's not going to make it happen there.
Right there. Youngest dude out there, 17
It's a hard course for him. And also, as a back tailer, how he is, that the rail just doesn't really give you that option.
You're right. I mean, that is a good call. Nobody's making nose slides or tail slides down that handrail. Lucas Rabelo back 180 nose grind. Perfection.
Perfection, but again,
not enough, not hard enough.
I don't
trick.
think it's hard enough for what Nyjah's doing right now.
Right. It is a dangerous ledge, though, for any trick where if you slip over, you're going to get served.
Oh, 100%. I would not want to be back 180 nose grinding that thing.
Oh, but a 6 point, I mean, you nailed it. 6.2.
And now all he's thinking about is dropping a 6.2 in the next 3 tries, you know?
Yeah. Uncharacteristic for Yuto to be down in this spot, but that can change real quick. But not on that try, and now he's running out of options. Each skater gets 7 tries. Now we're in attempt 5. Dashawn Jordan in 5th.
Attempt 5. Yeah, all it takes is 3, right? Just gotta have 3. If you got 3 bangers, you are chilling. Yeah, Louie Lopez looking for that third trick.
Louie Lopez back in. Oh, this is, okay. He's bailed that trick 3 times. He has a million tricks he could do like this. What should he do?
I mean, it's probably confusing to him because he doesn't miss that much, right? So I think he's going to stick with it. I can see him just landing it next try.
Antonio going for the half flip to unflip.
I would love to put the judges in that predicament. What do you score that?
It's not going to score that great.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think.
We'll find out. It's something, but it's no Ollie North.
True.
But maybe half flips, unflips, and then shoots in a late north.
He needs a late north. Needs a late north after the half flip.
Joslin in 2nd. He has 3 great scores. Primo straight foot death.
Primo down the double set.
Talk about what a primo is, Sean.
Primo is when you land with your board sideways and just the edge of the board just digs straight into the arches of your feet.
Hey, do you know who it's named after?
I do not.
Primo Desiderio, the freestyler from the 80s. He used to do that as a trick, which is you're riding and you do a quarter flip and you slide on that, standing on a board primo, and then you flip it over. Andy Anderson does it. So it's a primo slide, and it became a torturous way to bail too. So Primo Desiderio.
See, I think of primo in such a negative term.
Right.
But I never land them, so, you know.
Yeah. In the meantime, Daiki Ikeda.
Great big flip.
8.5. Not enough to win here, but enough to stay in the mix. Daiki's in 4th. Lucas Rabelo back in. He's in 3rd, looking to drop a 6.2.
Frontside half cab heel to front board. Very awkward trick. All right, Yuto needs the hustle here.
Yuto.
What do you think is happening?
I don't know. Again, I think too, if you look at the top, the runway to the rail, they have those fountains in there, so you can't necessarily get the angle you would like to get on some of these tricks. I think that's that's kind of jamming him up a little bit.
Just fighting that one in there.
Somebody needs to use the fountain. Like in the True Skate ad, you grind the edge of the fountain and then pop out doing a trick.
Louie's like, wait.
I could see Louie would be the one guy.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
There he is. That's my guy right there.
Hey, Sean, you know these guys so well. You called it to a T. You're saying he's going to stick with it?
Yeah,
and then he does.
He's really, really good at this trick. I think it's confusing him that, you know, it took a few tries. Usually it'd be first try for him, but, you know, he hasn't put himself in this situation in a while, so.
That angle was amazing. It was, base plate was sliding along, no wheel touch on the ledge whatsoever. 8.7.
Celebrating.
So that's good enough for third for Louie. Setting himself up nicely to make a run for it here at the end. Antonio back in. That was like a quarter flip.
Almost primo.
Yeah. So go back and look.
Primo.
Go back and find some tapes of Primo and Diane. They were a couple, and they were a freestyle team, and they did shows at like SeaWorld where they would do full freestyle routines. They were pretty sick.
Nyjah has been working on this fakie flip switch crook for a little bit.
Where, here in Vegas or just anywhere?
I've been skating P-Rod's Park with him a little bit, and I've been seeing him do that one. I'm kind of waiting to see if it's going to pop out one of these contests, but looks like he has a comfortable enough lead to just start trying new tricks.
He really does.
There's a whole lot going on right there. 540 burial and a kickflip.
Daiki needs a 9.2 to move into second. A 7.8 puts him on the podium. 360 double flip. Interestingly, we've talked about his brother, Daisuke, who they both won Tampa Am, which is crazy, but they both do 360 double flips really well. Insanely consistent.
I mean, when you see big brother doing it, can't be left behind.
Daisuke did a 360 double flip down the LES double set. That was big time. It's kind of turned into somewhat of a bail fest here in the late rounds.
I mean, I blame it on Nyjah. He drops a 27.1 on you. It's nothing you can do.
That is just not happening. Now he's not getting into it, not even close.
Nah, I don't think he could get the right angle up there. But it's so hard, you know, it's like you have this game plan and you just want to stick to it.
With one try left here in the men's final from Vegas, there's our leader, Nyjah Huston, comfortably in first place. And now it's time for the re-rack, presented by Jones Soda. Yuto Horigome, who is in 8th place, will be coming in first, followed by Dashawn Jordan, Antonio Durao, Daiki Ikeda, Lucas Rabelo, and then the final, the top 3 go last. Louie Lopez, Chris Joslin, and Nyjah Huston, the leader, will have final say here from Vegas.
Not to make it, well, I'm just going to go and ask him. Can anybody beat Nyjah right now? Is it possible?
I have access to some scoring info, and it is possible, but highly unlikely. Oh, that would have been amazing.
That would have been so sick.
Yuto out with one make.
He won last one. I think he's going to feel all right still.
He'll be okay.
He'll be just fine.
Nobody wants to bail 6 out of 7, but that's all right. Dashawn Jordan back in, needs a 9.8 for the lead.
And there you have it, one more time, the
Not happening.
He's not going to be happy with that last try. Just missed the flick.
Antonio Durao, 9.4.
He's probably the closest
He's
to
close.
it. 9.4.
I wanted to see the score. So, Daiki Ikeda is actually the closest, which is interesting. He's been consistent.
What's he need?
He needs a 9.2.
For second.
Oh,
yeah.
Take it all back.
Yeah.
Okay. He is out. He's going to stay in 5th.
Okay, we're going to need to make somewhere on these last attempts.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, though. It is a long way to first place for anyone other than Nyjah Huston. Lucas Rabelo, coming back, still focused on this fakey heel, fakey heel front board, whatever you want to call it. Call it an awkward. It's not happening.
Louie Lopez on the podium.
It's actually not surprising, even though he doesn't skate SLS or any contest or hasn't in a while. He's so good. Here we go. 8.6 puts him in 2nd. So he's going to stay in 3rd place. It's going to bring us to our final 2 skaters, Chris Joslin and Nyjah Huston. Chris Joslin with a 25.6 overall. Pretty far away from Nyjah's 27.1, but a 9.8 gets it done.
9.8.
Current leader Nyjah Huston feeling pretty comfortable right now.
He does not look stressed out at all.
Joslin in. Bails the bigger flip and makes it official. Nyjah Huston gets his first SLS win since before the ACL, since before diving into the cactus. Here he is in Vegas, making it happen like the champion he is.
Your SLS champion, Nyjah Huston.
Oh, what a way to
make at the end.
So good.
True professional. Maybe a little longer road to the win than he expected, but he's back in the position, he's back on top, back where he's used to living.
Nyjah Huston getting his first SLS win since Lake Havasu 2021.
Wow.
Congratulations, Nyjah. Highlights. This is how Nyjah does it.
He went a lot different route than I thought he was going to go as well. Switch heel crook, nollie heel crook, then cab back lip. Cab flip back lip, sorry. But yeah, he didn't even have to use his go-tos, his switch heel lip, his nollie heel back lip. He did it all off other strengths of his.
That's why he's the best. There you go. USA getting it done in the top 3 from Vegas. Nyjah Huston with the 27.1.
Let's go.
Taking the win.
First Apex. How's that feel?
Apex, stop number 2 winner. It's the 4th
Gotta keep it rolling.
stop overall on the championship tour. Nyjah working his way towards the Super Crown. Take it down to Andrew Cannon.
Nyjah, it's been a while. How does it feel to take home a win here at SLS?
It has been a while, man. I was just saying I missed this thing. You know, I've been I've actually been keeping some of my third place trophies. Normally I just hide them or give them away or something. And I've been keeping them so I can see them like, fuck, I got to get a first place soon. So we got one, and we still got some more stops this year, so let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, so we're about to kind of head into this break. How are you feeling with that as like a momentum builder as we get into the second part of the season, as you head into the Olympics?
Oh, it's good. It's always good to get a win and help out the confidence, but what's more important is just me feeling healthy. I mean, last year I was so excited to get back to it, but it was hard to really go out there and like try all the hardest tricks I wanted to, because I was still gaining my strength back from the ACL, but we're feeling great now, so yeah.
So you 100% at this point, back in it, like feeling-wise?
100%, yeah, 100%.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Nyjah. Well deserved.
Winner interview coming up here.
Congratulations, Nyjah Huston, getting it done here in Las Vegas. And now, the trick of the night from Kona, big wave, trick of the night. Antonio Durao, attempt number 3, the switch frontside flip to late ollie north, first 9 of the night. That is the Kona big wave trick of the night.
First time we've ever seen that trick in a contest.
And with that, we're gonna wrap things up here from Las Vegas. And what an amazing night of skateboarding it has been inside the Apex. Congrats to all the skaters who made it happen in the finals, but especially our winners, Nanaka Fujisawa and Nyjah Huston. So for Sean Malto, Andrew Cannon, and everyone at SLS Skateboarding, I'm Paul Zitzer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.